the double take at our phone this weekend. Like, is this actually real? And it is. Huge trade. Let's get right into it. We got a whole crew. Of course, the Hall of Famers, Shannon, Sharpe, Brian Windhorst, and Stephen A. in L.A. My goodness, gentlemen, how are we feeling?
Great. Ready to roll. So
Arrived in Los Angeles last night and met with Lakers GM Rob Pelinka. LeBron James intends to stay with the Lakers beyond Thursday's NBA trade deadline. A source familiar with his plans confirmed to ESPN.
That any franchise, it's the biggest shock that I've ever seen covering the NBA all of these years, guys. Luka's 25 years old. He averaged 34 last year. He's career 28-point-per-game scorer, universally recognized as one of the top 5 players in the world. Not to mention, being from Slovenia, he has global appeal. He is an iconic international basketball brand, which explains on the Lakers side, that's to have that star in your possession, and for him to be gone just left me with a raised eyebrow. You're hearing a lot of things about conditioning, lack of dedication, the fact that it became much of a headache for them. Very, very frustrating. He's scheduled to come back February 8th, Shannon, by the league. And I think the fallout is going to be dramatic, to say the least.
Absolutely. I think there's two absolutely fascinating things. One, on the Dallas side, they had Luka Doncic under what they say in the league, under control, okay? He had qualified for the Supermax. That meant that this summer they were going to sign him to a 5-year extension. The ability to lock down a player in his mid-20s who's one of the greatest players in the league on a 5-year extension is
time Shams really sent something out, it was the Kawhi, and I thought he was hacked again. So I'm like, ain't no way. There's no possible way that the Dallas Mavericks are trading a 25-year-old, because we've never seen a 25-year-old unless he has requested, said I'm not re-signing, and they move him to get assets. But to say, nah, we don't need your request, we're moving on. And guys, I hate getting into conjecture. I hate getting into speculation and innuendo. But the first thing I'm like, what?
Because there's a couple of things on this resume that I think are fascinating. One is that he's worked with Rob Pelinka for 20 years. When Rob Pelinka brought Kobe Bryant as a young agent from Adidas to Nike, the point person on the recruitment was a young executive at Nike, Nico Harrison. These are guys who have done big, important deals with important, high-level players for 2 decades. The second thing is I want to talk about 2 things that Nico Harrison has done as the general manager of the Mavericks. Number one, he traded for Kyrie Irving. He traded for Kyrie Irving at a time where his value was very low. I thought it was a mistake. I told him so. We were across the street for LeBron breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. Nico had come in because he had such a relationship with LeBron, and I said, I think you made a bad mistake there. And I had to apologize to him last year because I said, you know what, it was a really shrewd move. He took.
Which we'll get into in just a bit.
First of all, they received a call about 2 weeks ago from Nico Harrison. And obviously, Nico and Rob Pelinka go back a very, very long ways. All right? So they have that relationship and that communication. Outside of them, the only people who knew were the owners. Okay? Once you get to that point, what does that mean? What that means is that LeBron James didn't know. Anthony Davis didn't know. Rich Paul didn't know. Bill Duffy didn't know. Luka Doncic did not know. Okay? And you could see by the shot. Anthony Davis just closed on the $32 million mansion in Bel Air. You got to put that on the market now, unless he wants to keep it and go there in the offseason. Luka Doncic, they didn't see this coming. And for LeBron not to see this coming, it's a very, very big deal. Now, there's a lot of people out there that's going to throw clutch sports into the mix, because they're going to say, Lakers want to send a message, you know, Clutch Sports isn't running things, we're running things, et cetera, et cetera. In fairness to Clutch Sports, it's very important. When you listen to the Lakers, they'll tell you the conversations were very, very respectful. This is our organization. This is what we felt was in the best interest of the organization.